we are talking about times where a team in real estate has been beneficial. Do you have a time?
Yeah. I feel like everything I do is beneficial to the team just because
Okay.
I'm new.
Yeah.
So it's like even just coming in and gaining from your all experiences. So coming in, not having any business to myself, but hearing what you're dealing with your customer, or Ashley's doing with hers, or Ben on the other side, just off the bat, I came in learning,
Mm.
and then like obviously every experience that I've come across is new to me. So just having people that are experienced that can tell me their opinion or just help me out, it's all beneficial to me, like everything I do.
And that's a good way to look at it. That shows somebody that is eager to learn and grow and like gain that experience. Just like coming in and just soaking it all in. Just taking what everybody says and implementing it. That's a good point. Well, and I feel like, you getting that first listing and having everybody pump you up
Hmm.
and working on scripts with you and all that stuff just allowed you to go in with more confidence. Imagine if you didn't have a team with you helping support you and you were doing real estate independently and you just showed up for a listing appointment.
Well, I'd be freaking out if I got the listing, and then I probably wouldn't even got the listing anyway. Because I have Ben teaching me how to cold call, how to prospect. I have you in the office listening to me, laughing at me when I say booth, and telling me, what has to switch up, sound better.
Yeah.
Um, when I have the listing and presentation, I have Ashley there telling me how I should go and what I should do there. And then everyone's here to help me out now that I have the listing.
Yeah.
So it's like every step of the way, I just
Yeah.
taken from y'all.
Yeah. Just got people just mama bears, just take
Yeah.
care of you. That makes sense. I feel like for me, I did real estate for 10 plus years, working with my parents were kind of on the team, but they were kind of doing their stuff independently as well. So when I joined on with Ben, I had my son and I found out like 2 months after I joined on that I was pregnant. So the first year of me being here was pregnant. And, I had my second son and he was the complete opposite of my first. And he had a lot of health issues when he was first born that I was not expecting. I was not prepared for. And I can't imagine having been successful in real estate without a team. I mean, there were weeks, even like months, where I just couldn't. I just couldn't function. And I would be able to call Sandy or call Ben and I've got this client, they want to see a house. And you look at it, I've got this new listing. I don't have, can you help coordinate photos? And
Hmm.
they just, no problem. They just stepped up and took care of it. And, with real estate, if you take a step back, it is so hard to emerge back in. And even for, quite a while, it was too hard for me to be out selling real estate and out places that, Ben even kind of shifted and allowed me to get into transaction management for a while so that I could work behind the scenes helping to support him. So I would kind of filter in my work in through him and I would support everything he did to help execute everything. And it just never would have happened without a team. I would have just walked away from work for a long time and it would have been really, really hard to reemerge. It couldn't have happened at a better time that I joined a team.
Aside from the help that you got, during downtime, like, how do you feel coming back and starting to produce again? Do you feel like the team's, helping you out in that aspect, like just getting back and going?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like everybody's super supportive of each other. Even like Ashley coming on board, just super like just bouncing ideas off each other, motivating each other. Even Ashley was the one that came up with the idea of the magnets for the, days off at school. I'm like, this is a genius idea. Do you mind if I just copy this idea and I won't cross paths with your own clients, but can I do this too? And she was like, of course you can. Next year, let's go in on it together. Like, it's that supportive mindset. I would have never thought to do those magnets.
Right.
And, I got no shame in my game to say she had the idea. So I feel like coming back into it, it has been helpful. Just very encouraging. Everybody just wanting everybody else to succeed.
Yeah, exactly that. And everybody in this team's like just really supportive in that way. So like, just how you stole the magnet idea, I stole your like half of your newsletter for this month, and
Great.
it all works out.
Yeah, it's fine.
We bounce
You
off
just
each other.
didn't send it to me, so I
That's
didn't.
it.
It's what it's all about because no one's real estate in the past has always been very individual. You can't have my ideas, you can't know about my
Right.
clients, and it's not the way that it has to be. And we all just talk about, what do you think this house should go for? And I've got these clients in this situation. How should I deal with it? There are so many different ways to handle transactions, and without others' input, you're only doing it your own way, and you don't realize how much better or differently you can do things without a team to run it by. Every transaction with a team is better because of it. The benefit of having a team, especially coming from a one-man show for so long, is, for every part of the process, getting your house ready to be sold, staging, photos, listing prep, all of that, to have support for someone, making sure that all of the criteria is correct, all of the listing is perfect, the photos are perfect, and then being able to step into a transaction manager and having somebody making sure that we're not missing dates, just a double set of eyes on everything so that really things run very smoothly and nothing falls through the cracks. It's easy when you're working for yourself if you have 2 or 3 transactions going on to kind of make sure that dates don't fall through. But as soon as you have 3, 4, 5 transactions going on at once, it's very difficult to be super efficient.
Mhm.
And this allows you to do both. A returning phone call, it's hard to give clients your full attention when you have other clients you're trying to help as well. You've got showings, you need to do callbacks, you've got an open house, but you've got 2 clients and you need 2 open houses back to back. And it just to have the support to say, hey, Pedro, can you cover this open house? Because Saturday is the prime day for both of these houses. Can we, tackle those together? It makes you a better realtor. And a lot of agents, I think, feel that if your client isn't getting you, the person that they hired, that you're going to disappoint them or that they're going to feel like you've pushed them off. And really, at the heart of it, that you aren't doing that and that you're fully there. And really, the clients just want to be serviced. They don't really care if it's me or you doing the open house. They just want the open house the time that they can have it. So that's one thing that I've learned is that using the support of those on your team makes it easier for you, and you're more efficient for your client.
I mean, I don't think there's any way to do high volume in real estate as a single agent without a team around you, unless you're sacrificing the customer experience.
100%.
Yeah.
I think it's just working smarter, not harder, and just being able to provide for everyone. And again, like, I haven't worked on a team like this before where everybody really just is in full support of each other.
Mhm.
Everyone just wants to see each other succeed. Having a bunch of agents around and all of the experiences collectively, there really isn't much that we haven't gone through. And even if it is a situation where it's a unique dynamic that we haven't experienced, being able to run the issue by 2 or 3 agents and getting each of kind of their feedback on how they'd handle it and then turning it into something that feels comfortable for you has a lot of value. Even if somebody hasn't gone through a particular, issue, it's really nice to just get some feedback from others and, come up with a solution yourself.
Now, I was kind of touching base on that earlier, just because, like, as a new agent, it could take a couple of years to experience a bunch of different issues and problems and gain that experience. But being with the team and having 4 people producing at the same time and seeing you guys run into your issues kind of fast tracked me, so that within a year, I'm more exposed to a bunch of these issues and see how to solve them. So, like, when I was selling the townhouse over here in Mansfield and run into a mold issue in the basement, I've already had that experience at 2 other listings that we had, and I saw it's not that big of a deal. We have resources for it. I call Ben and see what I need to do, and I feel confident in how we're moving forward and what I'm selling the customer, rather than me Googling something, guessing, or just calling around.
And, with Ben's experience, and what I really appreciate about his approach is, just trying to, like, de-escalate the
Mm.
situation and finding that common ground or a solution quickly and kind of cutting out the fat of the issue. Um, it was an approach that I had been desiring but didn't realize was there. I didn't know how to execute the way that he did, and I've learned a lot through being here of navigating conflict
Mm.
and really just kind of getting through to the other side in a much more effective, smooth way, and that helps everybody around.
Okay.
Yeah. So as a buyer or seller, there is such a benefit to working with a team. It's not a matter of, like, you getting lost in the mix of all these
Mhm.
people and it's too many cooks in the kitchen. It really is, your solo agent representing you, but you just have so much support to ensure that the transaction goes smoothly and is really, really well done from beginning to end, whether you're buying or selling. It's just there's no way that we can be really good agents servicing a lot of clients at the same time without having a team to support that.
100%. And like what I like about eXp too is that, you know, some people like working as a solo agent. You can do that by joining eXp, but you still have that community around you. You still have that full team of support where you can jump in on Ben's Thursday call. You can still, you know, reach out to any of our mentors or anybody here in the team and get that support, but you're still working independently.
Yep.
So you have the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I agree. So what's going on with your listing?
So me and Sandy are actually going over today at 2:30. We're gonna walk through.
Okay. Oh, because it's messy.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Oh.
They have all the stuff packed up, so another great thing about being a team is I told them like, hey, I'm not very creative. I'm gonna walk through here, but I don't see what everyone else sees. So Sandy's gonna come by with her creative eye and just tell them what to throw out, what to move around, just make the place look really pretty.
Okay.
And then Lauren's gonna work her magic next.
Oh, with the photos.
Yeah.
When is it supposed to go live?
So depending on if he can clean everything up this week, if that's realistic, then we'll get everything up next week. Just try to sell it. Boom.
Like how messy is it?
It's just boxes. He just needs to call the junk removal place to actually have him come out and actually do it.
Okay.
If he's gonna commit to that, then we're good.
Okay.
If not, then after Labor Day.
Do you know what you're pricing it at?
Low fours. I don't know the exact price yet, so I'll talk to him, but low fours. Hopefully sell it like 4.25 or something like that.
Amazing.
Or like 500.
With a 7% commission.
Yeah. There's off that. But I was just telling Lauren like I'm like nervous about this. I've done like so many listings with Ben, but like now it's mine. I'm like worried like no one's gonna show up to the open house. No one's gonna.
I know.
Shit. I'm like fuck.
You're so right. Like because you're just like going to somebody else's open house sitting for like Ashley or whatever. You're like I don't know, fuck.
Hopefully
Like whatever.
it's not for you. Like,
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah.
But you're right. When it is your own, you're like panicked. You're like, what if nobody comes?
Yeah. I'm like shit.
Yeah. But it's so satisfying when they do, and you're like, I got this.
I know. If I'm at the open house and it's packed, I'm gonna be like crying. Look at this.